Tuesday morning. Welcome to Ocala Talks on a Tuesday, a foggy pea soup Tuesday. I hope things are improving over what they were about an hour and a half ago as I was coming into the radio station. It was pea soup. It was about a quarter mile or less on 75 and a lot less than that on Highway 40 and Airport Road. Galen Unall from Life South joins us as he does every day, brought to you by the good folks at Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, JustShip.net, and Penn Flooring. Galen, I know that you commute every morning back and forth all around the state and sometimes to Georgia. First off, good morning to you. And second, what's your visibility right now?
My visibility, not terrible. It's starting to lift. Yeah, we're getting there. Probably half a mile. It's not as thick as it was this morning when I woke up.
Yeah, it was bad. It was bad this morning.
Yeah, sure was.
So, if you're out there on the roadways, make sure that you take a few extra minutes, because there's no reason to, they had that bad car accident up in Pennsylvania in the fog. 60 cars in the pileup, Galen. You remember well the fog and smoke pileup that happened in the prairie some 8, 9, 10 years ago now. It can happen in an instant.
Yeah, it really can. I mean, that's the one that I saw. The one up in West Virginia was just, I guess the blizzard-like conditions came pretty quickly, and then people were just stuck because they couldn't get to them. It's nuts. It really is. Global warming is good, and we would remove that kind of thing.
Global warming? You mean climate change? They've changed
Same
that
thing.
now. It's not climate change. It's not global warming now. Now it's climate change.
Well, it was cooling when we were kids, right? They were worried about the next ice age coming.
Yes.
So,
yes. Yes.
I mean, I don't know, But you got to believe the science. Scientists are never wrong.
No. Always believe the science. That's what we've been inundated with that. Always believe the science. Always.
Yeah, no matter what. No matter what.
So we only got you for a half an hour this morning, so I want to get to this story. The Morning Consult is a group out of Washington. They're a watchdog group out of Washington that says that they're nonpartisan.
Yeah.
And they have listed the 10 most popular and unpopular governors in the United States.
Sure.
Okay. Now, let's get into this list real quick. Number one on the list, Mark Gordon. I thought he wrote Barnaby Jones and FBI and Cannon. I thought that was a Mark Gordon production. I thought that's what he did.
I think that Mark Gordon did.
Well, I was just making sure. So he's the Republican from Wyoming. He has a 69% approval rating with only an 11% disapproval rating, according to Morning Consult. Here's the reason I'm pointing this out. Is you're going to, when you hear the 10 most popular, he's the number one, Mark Gordon, Republican, Wyoming. Number 2, Larry Hogan, Republican, Maryland.
Sure.
Number 3, Charlie Baker, Republican, Massachusetts.
Yeah.
Number 4, Phil Scott, Republican, Vermont. Number 5, Chris Sununu, Republican, New Hampshire. Number 6, Republican, Doug Burgum, Republican, North Dakota. Number 7, Ron DeSantis, Republican, Florida. Number 8, Greg Abbott, Republican, Texas.
Sure.
Number 9, Asa Hutchinson, Republican, Arkansas.
I'm surprised Ace is that high.
And number 10, Key Ivey, Republican, Alabama. Yeah, Alabama.
Yeah.
That's the 10 most popular governors, according to Morning Consult. The 10 most unpopular, number 10, number 10, number 10, Mike Dunleavy. I guess these are over time, because number 8 is Jim Justice from West Virginia. Number 7 is Janet Mills from Maine. Number 8 is Kristi Noem from South Dakota, Republican. Number 5 is Kate Brown, Democrat from Oregon. Number 4 is Ned Lamont, Democrat from Connecticut. Number 3 is Gina Raimondo, Democrat from Rhode Island. And the guy I haven't heard of, David Ige, he's a Democrat from Honolulu, tops the list of most unpopular. The reason I brought this up is Morning Consult's supposed to be this nonpartisan group. 8 of its 10 most unpopular governors are Democrats. All 10 of its most popular governors are Republicans. That doesn't bode well in the midterms.
Off of polls.
Well, yeah,
no,
of course.
And I mean, if you read anything that's going on in Hawaii right now, it's remarkable because they've nearly destroyed the base of their economy, which is tourism. You're still masked. There are a lot of in Hawaii, right? When we know
an island chain that's really separated from the rest of the world,
But except for via tourism, right? And so they shut down tourism to a large extent, and they're still masked. They were outdoor masked up until a little while ago, and I was like, "Are you kidding me?" But it's incredibly Democrat. It leans very far to the left because there is so much of their population that requires government subsidy because so much land has been shifted over to the federal government in some form or fashion. It's remarkable to me that they're still under that kind of control. So the other one you said, Christine Ohm from South Dakota. I'm a little surprised by that. She's had her issues, but I didn't think she would be that highly unranked.
Yeah, she is. Let me check where she is again. She is in the unpopular. Where's she at? She's 6th on unpopular. Yep.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised by that. So yeah, she's anti-Trump. I don't know if maybe that hurts her, but yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, so Morning Consult did the top rankings of their 2022 most popular governors. You can go find it at morningconsult.com. Put in most popular governors 2022, and the list will come up for you. But I found it, what I found most about it was the stark separation of popular Republican, unpopular Democrat. And 3 years ago, you'd have thought that was different because in the middle of Donald Trump's thing, you would have thought people would be, oh, we hate Donald Trump and everything. Well, now I guess they don't like Democrats. I guess the Democrats thought they were liked 3 years ago, but now nobody likes Democrats. Or did nobody like Democrats 3 years ago, and the news media just spun it so you wouldn't see that?
Well, I mean, the election don't lie, right? I mean, they won the federal election, so they were doing
they won the House, the Senate. Yeah, the elections do not lie. Although if you believe conspiracy theorists, the elections were rigged, so they do lie.
Well, if you believe that.
If you believe that, though, you believe Will Smith slapped Chris Rock.
Well, I'm just so. By the way, I mean, I am. You can't turn on anything.
It's everywhere.
Somebody have an opinion on it.
It's everywhere.
I was like, oh gosh, who cares?
It's
Hollywood.
And here's the bad
thing. They can get away with anything. I mean, the guy just walked up on stage. So that means if you and I were sitting there, we just walk up on stage and go assault Chris Rock.
By the way, that's the thing. He walked up on a stage and assaulted. If he did slap him, it's a real slap. He, with the whole world to watch as witnesses, he assaulted a man. You and I do that. I do that. We're tackled by security. Our eyes are beat shut, and we're chicken wing handcuffed, probably hogtied, thrown in the back of a police car, roughly.
And again, I don't get it. So I'm to believe that Will Smith, who's been a celebrity for 40 years?
Yes.
35 years?
Well, I mean, he started at 16 or 17. He's my age, so yeah.
Nobody's ever made fun of him before? He's
Well,
that sensitive.
well,
that
it was
he
his
just
wife
picks
they
on.
made fun of.
I don't get you. They make fun of his kids. I mean, he's a celebrity. You got to understand that's baked into the cake. I mean, come on. This isn't some Joe Ham off of the street who, how dare you make fun of my wife? You don't even know. Come on. I mean, come on. If you don't think this is some kind of publicity stunt, you're crazy. By the way, every one of these, no one really believed it was a publicity stunt until somebody came out and said, "Oh yeah, we had that all choreographed and everything." You know, the one you talked about yesterday was the wrestler
Jerry Lawler and
yeah,
Andy Kaufman.
Yeah, I mean, no one thought that was staged. No one.
Staged the whole time.
For years, for decades. And it turned out to be, you know, this great thing. And I was like, okay, what we're doing here is kind of silly.
By the way, I want to point out.
Men,
I want to point out
dudes
nobody's
in their 50s slapping.
I want to.
By the way, if you're a guy, if you're defending yourself against another guy, you don't slap.
No.
Right?
Somebody
You're
said that.
upset?
Somebody said that. My wife said that yesterday. She goes, "What man slaps another man?" See, and that's where you're missing the boat.
Right.
That's where you're missing the boat. The ultimate insult to a man is if a man open hand slaps him.
This is Will Smith who played Muhammad Ali.
Let me tell you something.
Right?
If I'm standing in a bar somewhere or something, I'm beating a guy a whole lot worse if he slapped me than I am if he punched me. I promise you that.
Yeah,
And I may know a little more about this kind of thing than you do.
yeah, I mean, I've been in a bar fight. Nobody slaps anybody.
Yeah. No, if you really want to insult a guy, that's exactly what you do. You slap him. The only thing worse than slapping a grown man is spitting on him. It's the only thing worse.
Oh, that's true. I mean, come on.
So if you walked up to me and open hand slapped me, somebody's going to the hospital.
Yeah. By the way, the memes that are going around are pretty great.
Oh, they really are good.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, they are fantastic.
Somebody sent me a meme. My lovely wife sent me a meme. It's Will Smith and he's smiling in the meme. It's a split screen meme, and he goes, "Love will make you do crazy things." And then it's O.J. Simpson on the other side. He goes, "Exactly."
Yeah. I mean, this is.
And Will Smith, I slapped him for Will Smith. I slapped him for you, baby. Jada rolls her eyes. Yeah, well, Tupac would have shot him.
Yeah, now that was funny. You said that. By the way, it's true.
Oh, it's 100% is true.
Again, I don't believe this. I'm sorry, and I just hope it goes away. I'm tired of talking about it. And again, this is why celebrities want us to. This is why they win, because we end up talking about it as if somehow Will Smith slapping Chris Rock impacts my life.
It does every morning from 8 to 8:35.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it does. I'm just kind of sick of it.
Well, there's a lot of things in life you're kind of sick of, though. Let's be honest.
Oh, there's no doubt about that.
Like
There's
7-Elevens, you're kind of sick of them. You're kind of sick of them.
Well, I think that kind of got. I think it's gotten destroyed permitting, but I'm not supposed to talk about it. So they just be going away.
I heard somebody yesterday. We were eating at a steakhouse establishment. I won't tell you the name, but it's in the mall parking lot. And we were sitting at the bar eating there, and there's this guy. I was at the Miller's Ale House Sunday, and a guy come in from I guess Michigan or something. He's a snowbird here, and he owns a snowbird house in your neighborhood. And he was complaining that he's got it up for sale and he's putting it on the market because now they not only want to not stop with the convenience store, but now they got these apartments coming in. And he's sitting there at the bar just telling anybody to listen that basically he has to sell his house because his teenage daughters won't be safe because of the derelicts that will go to that store and move into the apartments. He has to worry about his daughters being raped or attacked. And I thought, okay, that's taking it a little to the extreme, don't you think? I don't think.
Of course.
I understand that you don't want 310 apartments or whatever it is coming right behind you or where it's at, And I understand you don't want a 24-hour store in front. But to say I have to move because the store and apartment's coming in because I have to move so my daughters don't get raped, that's a little extreme.
It's yeah. I mean, he still has a lock on his door, I guess.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I didn't think that neighbor. I didn't think you lived in that tough a neighborhood, Galen.
Oh man, hey, you better. And by the way, if he's a snowbird, you can have guns in Florida.
Yeah, you're able to possess firearms to protect your castle in Florida.
And I will tell you, my neighbor. I had a new one move in. I haven't had a chance to talk to him yet, but I know the neighbors that I've talked to. Are you armed? Are you do we need to meet? If anything happens, I'll just meet you in the middle of the street. Let's just not shoot each other. Yeah. I've had that conversation.
Let's take a break.
I think that's one of those.
Let's take a break.
Conversation to have with neighbors.
We'll be right back with Galen after this timeout.
Are you or your loved one being released from a hospital and wondering how you'll manage? Inform your physician that you want to go to Palm Garden of Ocala at 2700 Southwest 34th Street for your rehabilitation. Palm Garden provides pain management, post-discharge follow-up, diabetic care, psychosocial support, and so much more. Plus, they even offer outpatient rehab. This award-winning care facility has a team of licensed professionals dedicated to enhancing your independence. Call 352-854-6262 today.
Hi, this is JP from Penn Flooring here in Ocala. I would like to invite you to come in and visit our spacious showroom where we have solutions for every style and budget. From wall-to-wall carpet to hardwood floors and tiles, we have an unsurpassed selection of flooring. At Penn Flooring, we've provided quality customer service with a family touch for over 25 years. Visit our website at pennflooring.com or come by our showroom, 1201 Southwest 17th Street, just over the bridge. Penn Flooring, quality customer service with a family touch.
Are you wasting time boxing up packages and going to the post office or the UPS store? Are you tired of not knowing what you'll pay when you get there? Just Ship offers pickup service and flat rate packaging and postage rates, which takes the guesswork out of shipping while saving you time and money. So quit wasting valuable time and money. Call or text Just Ship at 352-234-3840. That's 352-234-3840. Just Shipped.
Now you've done it. Have you lost your mind? He's back. And you're listening again. A legend in his own mind. Don't believe me? Just ask him. Here's Tom Schmitz live on WOCA. The Source.
Welcome back to Ocala Talks. On a Tuesday, got Galen for about 5 more minutes. Galen from Life South joins us. Thanks to good folks at Penn Flooring, Palm Garden Health and Rehabilitation Center, and JustShip.net. Galen, the governor signed it. The bill that is called the Parental Rights in Education Bill, not the whatever the media tries to name it, the wrong name the media tries to give it. He signed it into law, and everybody says, every news outlet you see, this controversial law, this law that says that kindergarten through 3rd grade, you don't talk about sex to any student. You tell them, ask your parents about that, and move on to something else. How the hell is that controversial?
Well, I know when I was in 3rd grade, you know what I cared about?
Baseball,
like naming all of the football teams. What I was going to eat for lunch.
I told friends of mine
about that order.
I told friends of mine how my electronic football game had come out the night before, the vibrating table where the guys would vibrate across the table. I told them how that happened the night before, I told them about, we made jokes about how I got my sister to step in dog duty, stuff like that.
I mean, it's unbelievable that this, I just, maybe you and I are dumber, right? Maybe it's because our parents really didn't care, to push political views on us. That's the part that drives me nuts. It's when people, and by the way, both sides do it. They use their children as a prop.
Yes.
Or as something. Oh, look at me! I'm such a great parent. I'm raising my child to be a Republican, or a Democrat, or a tree hugger. Right? That's utterly ridiculous. If you raise them right and you implant and imprint your morals, they're probably going to follow the same compass in life that you do, and the same types of things will be important.
What gets me?
I'm amazed by that.
What gets me is the critics of this law say it seeks to stop the conversation about sex in classrooms altogether. No, it does not. No, it does not.
Oh, good.
It
For
seeks to do it from kindergarten through third grade.
Good.
There's still sex education in middle school and high school. It just says from kindergarten through the third grade, let them be kids. That's all it says.
I remember we did something in fifth grade, and Miss McDonald was my fifth grade teacher. That's the most uncomfortable moment of my entire life. I don't need to hear that from Miss McDonald.
No.
I need to hear about the A, B's, and the C's.
Yeah, fifth grades, you need to be working on long division and fractions. You don't need to be worried about, whether I want to have long hair and estrogen.
I'm trying to figure out 8 times 8 in
64.
third grade. Well, I didn't know that in third grade. And again, we're talking constantly about, and this is an issue, is we waste so much time in schools focusing on non-school things. This is a non-school thing.
It's a non-school thing. And here's what I find appalling about this law. I will tell you, I do find this law appalling in one area. The fact that we had to pass it it had to be passed in the first place to let teachers know they shouldn't talk to kindergarten through third grade. To me, this sounds like that they had to do this just like the blow dryer companies have to put on the blow dryer do not use while taking bath. Because some idiot used the blow dryer in the bathtub and died, electrocuted himself. We have to have this law has to be on the books because some teacher doesn't know that they shouldn't talk about sex to a kindergartner.
Right. This is toothpaste instructions, and this is all about social engineering. And these people are like, more people need to think like me. And if I could start them young or groom them, right, then there'll be more. Somehow I won't be as affected. What? Come on.
And it is a grooming process. It is a grooming process. It certainly is.
Sure. It's where it starts. I mean, it's social engineering. I mean, it's in every communistic book on the planet. I'll make the Hitler reference because I know you love Hitler references. This is what Hitler did with the Hitler Youth.
He was a fascist. He wasn't a communist.
That's fair. I'm sorry. It's fascist.
By the way.
He was a socialist.
By the way, Khrushchev said in 1959, you're not going to convince the Americans to become communist. You're going to have to infiltrate them, and you're going to have to train them from young kids up. It's going to take 40, 50, 60 years. But eventually, if we stay diligent, we can create a regime in the United States. Khrushchev really believed that.
Sure. You have to win the hearts and minds of others. And that's what they're doing. They're just doing it. And again, I understand that. I'm pretty critical of teachers as a whole.
Galen, got about 20 seconds.
Critical of our school system.
Got about 20 seconds. Where's the Bloodmobile today?
Visit lifesouth.org. Today we're out at the Walmart in the Shore, so check us out there. And as always, we're right on the boulevard. Thank you, Tom.
Thanks, Galen. We'll talk to you tomorrow, pal.
Bye, all.
This is 1370 AM, 96.3 FM. Ocala Talks on WOCA, The Source.
USA Radio News with Lance Pry.
Ukraine officials released a list of more than 600 alleged Russian spies working in Europe in an attempt to call them out and weaken Russia's intelligence operations. The intelligence wing of the Ministry of Defense of Ukraine released the list of employees of the FSB, the successor agency to the KGB. The Riverdale building in Bronx, New York has been housing Russian spies in America for decades. So says former KGB agent Jack Barsky on Fox News.
That building has always housed Russian spies, Soviet spies, in Riverdale, where all the diplomats, the UN diplomats and employees, Russian employees of the UN lived, and at least half of them were KGB.
Face-to-face talks between Russian and Ukrainian delegates are continuing in Istanbul today. Ukrainian officials are hoping to get a resolution to the humanitarian crisis in their country. USA Radio News.
The first 10 amendments to our country's Constitution were adopted in 1791. The first of these broadly protects the rights of free speech and free press. Free speech means the free and public expression of opinions without censorship, interference, and restraint by the government. 231 years later, free speech across America is under chronic and insidious attack. GCN is under attack. Your freedom is currently under siege from those who do not want you to know the truth. I'm asking our fellow broadcasters and you to rise up and help us defend our right to continue telling you the truth. Would you like to join us? If so, please consider visiting SaveGCN.com. That's SaveGCN.com. From there, you can learn more about what's happening. You may click follow, share, give, and pray. I'm Vincent Finelli.
You know what you want to do in retirement, but do you know how to get there? Tune in to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors, Sunday mornings at 8 to get answers to your retirement planning questions. Plan today so you can do the things you've always dreamt about doing in retirement. Listen Sunday mornings at 8 to Coasting into Retirement with Gary Marriage of Nature Coast Financial Advisors.
Our firm offers insurance services.
The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant, a true New York-style diner in Ocala. Try our breakfast special of 2 eggs served with home fries or hash browns and toast for just $4.49. We have an all-you-can-eat catfish special daily for $14.99, and Thursday through Sunday we have prime rib. Happy hour for food starts at 2 p.m. The Golden Spoon Diner and Seafood Restaurant is located at 5400 Southwest College Road in the Heathbrook Commons Plaza. Open daily from 7 a.m. to 9 p.m. We will see you soon.
Veterans Helping Veterans USA. Call 352-433-2320. We help veterans and their families with limited financial assistance, counseling, employment referrals, and a food and clothing bank. You can help in making a huge difference in the veterans' lives we serve by donating food, clothing, household items, or direct financial assistance.